Despite round-the-clock news coverage, the threat of Ebola is not as likely as it may seem. Vice President of Global Health, Chris Olson, says the chance of Ebola spreading is
So
minimal.
if you think of the word spread as, well, spreading wildly, what's the chance that there's going to be hundreds or thousands of cases in Madison? Well, I think the chances of that are virtually nil.
Despite these odds, University Health Services is implementing new protocols to minimize the risk of Ebola on campus. Epidemiologist Craig Roberts says they're now asking every student that comes in for travel history outside the U.S. Roberts also says that there are many other diseases besides Ebola that pose a threat.
But we're not just concerned about Ebola with that question. We're also checking about other things that might be going on, including people returning from countries like China where they could be exposed to novel influenza, or returning from the Philippines where there's a large measles outbreak. So really this question about have you traveled outside the United States is a very relevant and important question to be asking in a healthcare setting. And it really was the Ebola crisis that really prompted us to do that.
In fact, the annual influenza kills over 30,000 per year in the United States.
Oh, influenza by far is a much bigger threat here. We see influenza cases every year.
However, not all students know that. Margaret Van Meter is still afraid of getting Ebola.
I am really freaked out about it. They did not do a good job keeping that in one place, and it's really freaking me out.
UHS is informing students to think rationally about Ebola. For the Badger Report, I'm Tricia Fishman.